Hello everyone, I'm there once again with my new video. Greetings from Soprano Management Spices. And today I'll be discussing some important points pertaining to the basics in while learning piano. Okay, so I'm sorry I'll not be able to teach you any chords or scales, but I will teach you how to approach before you actually start practicing piano. Okay, how you should mentally prepare yourself before you actually start practicing piano. Okay, uh, first and foremost thing is the most important point, that is patience. Patience is all about practicing as slowly as possible, or rather starting your practice on a very slow note. Okay, very slowly without any expectations, rather with zero expectation. This is for both parents as well as the students. Okay, it's all about it helps you in basically understanding your instrument, understanding each and every part of the instrument, especially the keys. You should be able to understand the melody of each and every key, and then you need a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to understand the keys, and also gives you plenty of ideas. Okay, in the long run, remember, nothing will happen overnight. Okay, so patience is one of the keys, important keys. Patience is all about being very slow, becoming strong in basic handling of the key. Sometimes you have to strike hard, sometimes you have to strike it soft, sometimes you have to do all the exercises like what I did just now. And it's all about employing all the 10 fingers. God has given you 10 fingers. So it's all about employing all the 10 fingers to while practicing. You have to practice very slowly so each finger gets each due importance and it becomes strong. Makes your strong fingers very strong, as well as dexterity, what we call dexterity, and makes makes all these fingers independent of each other, which is very important. While playing piano, finger independence is very important. It's a very technical thing that I'll explain later. Okay, even though even I said parents need to be very patient. Don't expect anything from your kid. Let them start practicing as slowly as possible. Give them some breathing space. Your brain needs a lot of time to accept new things. Second point is repetition. Repetition is not just it's like practice to perfection, then to perform. That is called repetition. Repetition again should be very slowly done, and then slowly increase the speed. And don't be surprised, repetition sometimes may require a few hundred times. I have played Ballet for Adeline in that's my first song video. I mean, in the video I released that video. One piece wherein I have to strike about 24 keys in a span of 3.5 seconds. I have practiced for about 2.5 to 3,000 times. It took me so much of time to master that particular section rather. Okay, that is the beauty of piano. That's the beauty of slow practice, mindful practice. Because your brain needs a lot of time to accept new things. Okay, so ensure to practice very slowly. Repetition, very important. Repeat 100, 200, 300, 500 times. I would say once Yanni, the great human being and then a great Greek musician, once said, on the first day we composed a song, two lines of the song. The third line took 3 days. That sort of patience, that sort of repetition is required to make it perfect. Now the third point is planning. Arnold Schwarzenegger, you must be knowing, Hollywood superstar, said 98% of the people fail because they don't have a plan. I would say 99.99% of the people fail because they don't have a plan. So whenever you want to start practicing, plan your piano practice sessions in a very simple manner which doesn't bother you much. I would suggest you to plan at least 10 minutes or maximum 20 minutes into 3 sessions. That's all. After 20 minutes, take a break. Again, after 2 or 3 hours, come back. Again, 10 to 20 minutes. Again, in the evening, again 10 to 20 minutes. 3 sessions of about 10 to 20 minutes should be enough for you to slowly progress whatever you are doing. Okay, your brain gets sufficient time to accept new things, and what is most important is the retention part and recollection and reproduction. Okay, retention, recollection, then reproduction. That is very important. So please remember this point. And repetition, you believe it or not, the song which I play, one day I started my practice at 0:30 hours and continuously practice for about 12 hours. 12 hours, repeatedly, practice. And now I don't need any notations. I used to shiver whenever I used to see notations. Now, because of repeated practice, slow practice, conscious practice, mindful practice, religiously practicing, I don't need notations. Everything is registered here. I can easily recollect, reproduce. Retain. I have retained everything. I can recollect and reproduce very comfortably. Okay. So these are all the important advantages of repetition. The fourth point is a long-term plan. Always ensure that your long-term plan should be divided into portions of 3 or 4. So for example, if you plan for 1 month, ensure that you select 2 or 3 small pieces and master over that. Again, slow practice, repetition, proper planning of your practice sessions, and then proper planning, and you should stick to your plan of your practice sessions. These are all the important points which are very much important, very much crucial to progress, as a pianist. Okay, see, me being an aspiring pianist, I practice quite hard. Hopefully by this year end I'll be able to give my first performance on stage officially under my banner. And so please do remember all these points before you actually touch the piano, understand the piano, and I wish you all the very best. And before I wind up my usual messages, work hard, work to progress, don't chase money, save water, and old age is almost childhood. And please take care of your parents, stay home, stay safe. All the very best. Meet you soon with my new video on some other informations about piano playing. Bye bye. Thank you.